So one big announcement this past week has been the Rango protocol tweeted out that they tweeted out about the partnership with LeoDex. So I'll get into the LeoDex V3 stuff, but they tweeted. I just shared it in the Threadcast. They tweeted out about the partnership with LeoDex and that we are working together, and LeoDex is integrating Rango. So we are becoming, one of the hopefully top interfaces for Rango in addition to, Maya, THORChain, and ChainFlip as well. So that announcement has been awesome to see. And then a bunch of media outlets have started to pick it up. So it's great to see, more and more really interaction, engagement, and attention around LeoDex. And I think that that's all generally a good thing. So I'm very happy with how that's going. And you're going to see that, roll out across with all these different protocols, a lot of different LeoDex news and collaborations with these different protocols and different teams within these communities. So the LeoDex V3 update was also posted on X, and I'll share it in the Threadcast right now. So this update brings actually a lot of stuff. We've been working on it for months. So we're adding THORChain, we're adding ChainFlip, we're adding Rango, and we obviously already have Maya protocol. So that covers all four of the major cross-chain protocols in terms of swapping. And LeoDex obviously is an interface for cross-chain swaps. And right now we only support Maya, but we are in this update, we'll have the other three big ones. So like I said, the Rango X post is one example of how, us collaborating with these other teams can lead to a lot of good attention, not just for LeoDex, but for our whole, in Leo and Leo economy. So that obviously has been picked up by a lot of outlets, but also a lot of our X posts on the LeoDex account are starting to get picked up by THORChain and ChainFlip as well. So the one I just shared with all the different LeoDex V3 updates was retweeted by the THORChain main account. So obviously that gets us a lot of views and a lot of attention on LeoDex, which is all a good thing. We're also adding a lot of major wallets. So like I said, collaborating with the four protocols is a big way that we can get more attention. Collaborating with the different wallets is also a really big way to get more attention. So, we're adding Coinbase wallet, Kepler wallet, Phantom Ledger, Trezor, and basically a dozen other major wallet options. And not only does that allow us to then, target this customer base of people that use all these different wallets, but it also allows us to collaborate with all these different wallet providers. So, potentially down the road, doing collaborations with Coinbase, Ledger, and other ecosystems. And really, you can kind of see how this long-term vision of collaboration is shaping up. And LeoDex is like kind of a critical path for all of that stuff is not only when you want to collaborate with these other ecosystems, like we obviously have in Leo, but that's living in a bubble. With LeoDex, we have the ability to collaborate with everybody and bring them features and functionalities that are relevant to them instantaneously, because everybody in crypto needs to swap crypto and do things with crypto. And LeoDex obviously has all that functionality as an interface to all these different protocols. I see Monkmaster said Vultisig soon. Yeah, Vultisig is also included in this update. And I have been talking to their team as well. So another great collaborator and the ability for us to, continue to build out our economy and our ecosystem and connections and networking is with people like Vultisig and others. So you're just going to see a lot of collaborations. You already see it with Rango and THORChain and the ChainFlip team I talk to, on a pretty much daily basis as well. So, we're talking with all these different teams and we're shipping out this V3 update, which is the biggest update we've ever done for LeoDex. Obviously, it literally adds routing for all the major cross-chain protocols. And we've side-by-side quoted swaps with LeoDex and other cross-chain interfaces. And LeoDex is cheaper than all those other interfaces. And it's not just because our affiliate fee is cheaper. For some reason that we still haven't figured out, when these other protocols are quoting your routes, they're somehow getting you a worse price than what LeoDex can get you. So, even if you just make the affiliate fee agnostic, LeoDex is somehow getting you a better, more efficient price. So I think we can have a really big selling point around more efficient pricing, a better user experience, a better UI, more features, more wallet options that actually work, and then just collaborating with all these different ecosystems to get the word out there. And I think that that's how we grow LeoDex. And I think LeoDex becomes the kind of core pillar of how we grow the Leo economy in general. So I've been putting out a lot of threads over the past week talking about how the Leo economy is going to transition to being very heavily focused on LeoDex. And we're seeing a lot of success with LeoDex. So we need to continue building that up. So yeah, LeoDex V3, hopefully in open beta by the end of this week. That's what we're pushing for.